Welcome to the campfire. Today, I'm going to be doing a new run. Just kind of hitting a wall, playing the one that we've been doing. I'm going to add a new mod, which allows us to have trailers. There's like a generator trailer and some storage trailers. Just kind of add some extra things. I was going to do the Constown B42, but I found that the area is just not very well balanced. Yeah, no. I think we're gonna start in... Do I want to do Echo Creek, or where do I want to do? Rosewood? Riverside? What haven't we done in a while? Alright, by the luck of the infallible choices of the internet picker wheel, we're going to Riverside, which, granted, we haven't done since the first run. Alright, so what I'm going to do is new, and day length is fine. Months since, I'm going to do a 1 year later run. And zombie respawn, I'm going to set to normal. And transmission, saliva only, so only bites will kill us. And from there, I think infection mortality I'm going to set to 0 to 30 seconds so that I know, like, right away. It changes the game a lot to do that. Just like, you're not sitting there going like, am I? No, you know right away. Loot. And that's fine. Perishable food, set it to rare because it's going to be all rotted anyways. Common ranged weapons I want abundant because we're going to go with a guy who has a bonus to shooting. Alright, from there I'm just going to set these up as our normal commons. Alright, infinite gas pumps is turned off. Not that it ever really matters because I don't think you can even... at very high and high, you really just kind of don't run out of gas very quickly or easily. Not with as many gas pumps as there are in the game. I think for servers is why I had infinite gas pumps on, because then gas running out is a problem. Just with the number of people who utilize it. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna take low healer, weak stomach, prone to illness, thin-skinned. We're gonna grab organized, fast learner, hunter. Could do handy. That is our other option. Carpentry, carving, maintenance. That does cover most of our other main needs. But what I want to do is keen, fast reader. Oh yeah, I do need those two, so we wouldn't have been able to do Andy. Do we want cat size for better night vision? Yeah, why not? And Roberta, let's go with Lemuel. Lemuel? I'm not sure how to feel about the name, but let's go with it. And this is how we died. Alright, so this is... Oh wow, we start with a broken door. That I wasn't expecting. Alright, let's take one of these and attach it to our back. So at least we've got that. Let's drink all this, and that'll give us an empty bottle that we can then fill up with water. I was not expecting to have a broken door. Alright, so we got 2 skill books that we could read. Which is better than not. Let's take that. Ooh. Alright, let's see. Can we... Okay. I thought for a second there it was going to be a zombie. Matches... Prescription reading glasses. Handbag, hoodie, a baseball bat. That's a better weapon. In that it's actually a weapon. But no sheets, so we can't make a bag. We can take the curtains. That'll give us a sheet. We're gonna have to find a different house to base out of anyways. Or a different place to base out of. So what we're gonna do is stash all this in the bag. I think our first order of business will be having to find a base. So with that in mind, I'm going to take what food we can utilize quickly. We really don't have much in the way of food here. Could take the whiskey, that'll do some good for us. Those are rotten, we can't eat them. And then take these 2 books. Can't utilize either one. What about in here? Duct tape. And some rope, but we're not going to take the rope. Alright. This is a really shite start. Oh, so many broken doors at the beginning. Okay. So there's zombies everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just start taking things out. See what we can get for this. Car key right away. Okay. Thank you. She's got a residence key. And nothing there, okay. Fast moving zombie. Well, fast shambler. Come on. There we go. Let's take your key. Oh wow, yeah, there's zombies coming from forever away. Got it. Come on. Alright. We may have to fight a lot here. Let's take the pen. That key's not going to be useful. What about you? Nothing good? We got you to deal with, so that's fine. Ugh. Another car key. That's good. That's good. So are you one of the keys? No. What? Chevalier Nyala. And another Chevalier Nyala. We're just dragging zombies in from everywhere. Come on. Get rid of some of these guys. This house is just not going to be worth saving at this point. Not that I was going to try and use it. Because we're going to want to go towards the edge of town, I think. Come on. Jeez. Cheese and crackers. Alright, she's only got that. Where? Alright, so we gotta watch. There's that at least. Come on. Okay. Also, a dud key ring. Alright, let's get in the car. No, we're not getting in the car. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, let's take a look inside. Maybe we'll get lucky and find something that we can utilize. Where am I hearing it? Where is the zombie? I don't see anything. I can't close doors, so that doesn't help me any. Oh, that'll do it. Come on. That's what I was hearing, okay. Let's take your watch. Okay, let's just get out of this house then. There's really nothing worth it here. Christ. So many zombies to deal with. What's this key gonna be? Chevalier D6. Which is not this. Chevalier D6 would be a truck. So maybe there's a truck nearby. More zombies that were right where we started. Okay. Or rather, are right where we started. Come on. Let's just get both of you out of the way. This is not going well. Okay. So there's a truck. Don't know if that's the truck, to be fair. That is a lot of zombies to fight for it. Not that I think I'm going to be able to get into it either. Like, that thing's probably not going to run. Because 1 year later, pretty much all the car batteries are dead. So we have to figure out a way to fix that before we can get it going. Alright. It might be worth just getting out of town a little ways. Gonna have to deal with some of these zombies, though. And none of these houses is intact. That's the hardest part of this. But it might be... Alright, so there's a car. I think that's a Chevy Niola. Christ. This is why I normally turn down their eyesight and hearing. Because you deal with every zombie in a 5-mile radius every single time that you fight a single one. Alright, so this house, this car might be one of the ones that we got keys for. Yes. And if I try to... Okay, it does start. That is a surprise because most of my playing around in a mode like this, I never had a working car from the start. Every single one had a trash battery. So I'm going to get this out into the road. Okay, so just a gas can. We don't have a rubber hose, so I can't steal gas from anything. Which is the only way we're going to get gas at the moment. And that thing's got a quarter tank. Alright, so this truck Let's see what it's got. If it even starts. And if it starts, we might be able to make use of it. Come on. Okay, I don't see anything of value on it. Okay. No, that is not the truck we have a key for. Come on, you. Okay, grab those. We can clean them off. Okay. Nothing of any value otherwise. Alright. Not in a terrible position considering how bad the start is, but... could be better, could be worse. Yeah, our maintenance skill is still really low, but I want to get this book read. Condition's not too bad though. We do have a decent car. It's just low on gas. Nothing in it really, but what this allows for is us to do this. Can empty out everything and then we're good to go. We have more storage space because we got the car. I'm gonna look around and see where we want to try and base up. Ooh, nice Jeep. But most of this place looks really not in great condition. So many places are just already broken down. Doors and windows are gone. So we gotta find somewhere that's gonna allow us to secure it. Which might mean getting out of town a little ways. Come on. Burger joint, and we've got... there is this. The bait shop. No, bait shop isn't secured. The front door's gone. But if we want to take a look in here, we're gonna have to fight for it. That's the first problem, is we're gonna have to fight for it. Alright. Anything else coming at us? Yeah, there's still... I mean, beyond these two. Come on. What's really funny is I'm choosing this time not to do a building route. You know, a building run. At least not right away. But this is like the best start to try and do something like that, because all the houses are going to be shite and everything's going to be broken down. But hey, could be worse. Alright. Got that. Let's turn off the car, because we need to conserve gas as much as we can. Oh, we're at full tank. I thought we were a lot closer to empty than that. Oh, we're almost sneaking level 2. Good to know for the future. Fishing 5. Trapping 3. A whetstone. Good to know for the future is that there are those things, rain barrels. keyring, camping kit. Camping kits are always empty. I don't get that. Why are they always empty? We already know that stuff, but that, twine, fishing line. Fishing net, we can make those now. Tackle box, that's empty. Wilderness survival and fishing 1. Alright, so we're not going to get fishing equipment here this time. Let's see. Nothing good there. Alright. Let's check the car that's across the street. If we can get into that, it may have something. I don't know. Doesn't look in terrible condition either. Just with trees growing in it. Ooh, there was a sack and a bottle of water. You can take that too, I suppose. Nope. Not able to get in the car itself. Okay. Well, it's not the worst. We've found nothing of exceptional note, but we're not in a bad position yet. It's a shite start, but we're getting somewhere. It's basically my stance. Alright, let's drop stuff here. Maybe we can find a better house somewhere to hold up in. And gotta remember to find food too, because we did not get to we didn't grab a whole lot from where we started. This area sucks, but there is a tool storage. Let's take a look. At least in the tool storage. Don't know about the house, but don't see anything outright. You had a matchbook on you. Could be useful, if nothing else. Really not a lot here. Mechanics 2. Got a hacksaw. 2 planks. Some duct tape. We can grab 1 screwdriver. Some twine. Let's grab those wooden rods. A wrench and electrical 3. Nothing else back there. Alright. Now we'll worry about getting to the car then. Don't see anybody coming up on us. Ooh, that could be useful. We'll have to worry about that then. Alright, let's try... Let's get over to this van. I'm curious about it. Quantum vessel. Doesn't look like we'll have to deal with anything over here. Let's see if there's a key on the ground. Don't see any spawned here. We're not getting any popping up there. So maybe I should just see if I can get into the car. Nope. And not that way either. No. Dang it. I was kind of hoping. Because that'd be cool to ride around in. What about over here? We procced sneaking. So maybe there's a zombie nearby that might have the key? I'm guessing they could be in the field of trees there. We just haven't alerted them to our presence yet. No? Okay. And the only thing I could think of is maybe there was a zombie in the trees here. Doesn't seem like I'm getting any zombies to come following me. We'll worry about that later then. I'm not gonna go too hard on this. We should probably start... Why does it... Yeah, it procs the key symbol when I'm looking at this car. It's weird. From a long ways away from it. Alright. Let's just get out of town for a little bit. See if we can find somewhere that's still got doors and windows. Head this way out of town. Jesus. Could hold up in that church. Theoretically. Just kind of thinking for right away, we're going to get a small outpost started out here. And worry about working our way back into town. Which will mean... one of these or the one up here. For all that, we're gonna have to kind of get out and take a look. So it's a construction truck. No key in there. We got a crowbar. What about... oh, mason's chisel and trowel, both. Plus the key. Yeah, it's not gonna start. That battery's dead. Could wear a hard hat. Not like it's gonna do us a whole lot of good, but... what about the back of the truck? Alright, let's pause. So we've got carpentry, another maintenance one, some planks, twine and wire, and a bunch of buckets. So let's do this. Already got that. We don't need to grab that again. And just grab the things immediately useful. Oh, duffel bags. I missed the duffel bags. Alright, so we got 2 duffel bags. One with... both have a lot of tools in them. One with a hammer, crowbar... no. Hammer, tire iron, and shovel. Those are the useful ones. That one's got a hacksaw and duct tape and a chisel. Well, we're gonna do it this way. This way we're kind of equip one on back. Let's toss the other one into a seat. Why did it put the... that is weird. Alright, we'll have to go to the back of the car. Drop things out. Okay. take things out of the duffel bag too. So we don't need all this on us. That does give us a lot of the tools that are useful in everyday life. Okay, let's examine these houses. Because they're small, but they've got everything we need for a house. But I mean, if the doors are broken, if the windows are broken, better to look at a different option. This one's not in bad shape. Let's just see if there's anything. Nothing in it. And there's a storage over there. Let's see about getting in. Okay, door's locked. Bedroom's empty. So this house is just empty. That's good. Let's get in. And this will mean we have a truck and a car for hauling and mobility. Let's worry about making sure the place is clear. Alright. We're clear. What is here? Is there any food? Okay, there's some food. We're good. We're good for the first day. Let's just drink the honey. Get rid of our hunger. Let's make a quick run of the places around the other house and the storage and make sure that there's no zombies to deal with. That'll come waking us up in the middle of the night. Because if the house is broken into over here, which it is, we may have zombies to contend with. Nothing so far. So they may have already migrated to town. Good to know. Alright, so we're good. Alright, we got some food. Okay, we're not in a bad position. I'm just gonna take these curtains. What's on the floor here? Note. Let's grab the magazine and the book that was on the floor. So this house is already looted. That's the downside to setting it to 1 year later, is that basically everything's going to be gone if it's going to be gone. Which is another reason to turning up the spawn rate of things. Alright. Let's back out of here. Let's go check out this place. But I think what we were seeing at the edge of town is basically all the zombies had migrated out of here. And it started migrating towards town because the game just... Yeah, there's nothing here. Jesus. We got a saw. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. Animal care. Guess it's not the worst book to have. Okay. There's a toolbox with scissors and a bunch of seeds. There's a scythe. Animal care 2. This magazine. Alright. So this is base of operations for now. There is another house a little further down the road that's actually a lot bigger and a little bit nicer. We'll see how that's looking. But for right now, this is a decent option. This will get us through the night. Let's grab our car, bring it in, move the stuff in it out. No, we won't unload everything. We're just going to take what we need out of it. Like, grab the maintenance book and start reading it. Why does it look like the lights are on? I mean, they're not, but it just looks like it, I guess. So, first, let's grab this. Let's read the magazines quick. There we go. Let's get out of the car. Don't think I turned the car off. Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm just... I guess my brain's not all here at the moment. Let's... Yeah. Alright, so we got this window to cover up. Close. Close. Add sheet. And close. Let's start reading maintenance. Number 1. Alright, we didn't get very far into it, but we got far enough. Far enough for a little bit of a skill boost. Let's just close curtains, sleep. Alright, we woke up pretty early. I didn't even set an alarm, to be fair. Let's get a little bit more reading done before we start moving around for the day. How much reading can we get done? Let's say 7:30. Alright, not bad. About halfway through the book. Oh, not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go around to this. Oh, there's a handgun here with ammunition. Could wear a hoodie. We've already got long leggings on. Let's drop these off. So there is a handgun here. And an M9 as well, so we've got that to look at. 44, and it's got a whole box of rounds. We'll worry about that later, because I want to find a shotgun before we start trying to do too much there. No, the battery in that was shot. Right. So we're going to take this out. We're gonna find different food. We're not going to try to eat that right away. That'd be a terrible idea. Oh, hey, we got these. Good enough. That's breakfast. So across the street is a slightly bigger house with a tool shed. Doesn't look like there's any zombies, but let's figure that out first. The house doesn't look to be in bad shape. So we can make this the base. Oh. Let's try to open the window. Come on. Open it. Run. There. And somebody's already inside breaking down doors. Okay. No, I don't want to... Didn't want to close the window. I wanted to go through it. Close window. door is being bashed. It's this one. Okay. He's got a key. Got this crowbar, so spare weapon. Sir, what's in here? Metal baseball bat, other spare weapon. Briefcase, nothing good, okay. What about... nothing in there. Back here looks alright. Bunch of dead chickens, unfortunately. So that's going to be the other problem is I don't think there's going to be animals to rescue. So this isn't a bad option. I mean, maybe we'll get lucky and find animals somewhere that survived all this for a year. But yeah, like these are gone. How is a great question because the food's still there. How bad a condition is this chicken? Let's see. Fresh. So if we can get a knife, we could probably get that figured out. Open egg hatch door. Touch info. No eggs. But if we could find chickens elsewhere that are alive, we could stash them here. It's not a bad place. This is fairly stocked. It's a welding torch. Alright, and well, it's a worn hatchet, but I think this is where we will base. So let's clean up first. Let's carry you well away from the door. Come on, put him down. All right. I didn't unlock the door. All right. So this is decent option number one. And I think what we'll work with for now for the out-of-town base of operations. Okay. There. Let's get him out the door too. Just make sure we're not being walked up on. Alright. Could be worse. Could be a lot better. Could be worse. So let's grab 3 stones. We'll set up a campfire. Could just go grab the grill, I suppose, but this will work for now. Especially with the log already there. 2, 3 logs, 4 logs, 5. So there's plenty of wood to deal with. Or wood to work with, rather, not deal with. Fire spreads, so we're going to put this in the middle of the parking. There we go. That'll be our cook station for the time being. What else? What else we got? Let's grab some log. One, two, three. So that'll be a few hours worth of fire if once we decide we need to start one. That's not a terrible start for that. Destroy for fuel, logs, all 4 of these. That gives us 24 hours worth of fire. And there's a decent garden already started here. We just had to plant things. Alright, we're not in a bad position now. Next is just a matter of finding and getting materials and starting up a way for us to survive. All these clothes are just absolutely in terrible condition. Which is part of the challenge of starting 1 year later. Pants, I mean they're long, but they're not, there's no defense there. Just really weird. Let's wear the pants because the denim, it feels like a misnomer to me. Because I don't think they're actually protective. Like, they'll protect our thighs, but our shins are left unguarded. Alright. We're not... I mean, like I said, we're not exactly in a great position. We're not in a bad one. Let's drop the food. We'll eat the granola bar for now. Put the food away. Put food away. There we go. Let's toss books and magazines into here. There. Alright. I think we're in as good a position as we're going to get for the moment. Could unload the car. And then I guess we head into town or go find somewhere else to loot. Why would I want to wear a garter? That's so... okay. I guess we unload the car. But thank you for joining me here by the campfire. If you like the video, like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns, witty remarks, recommendations, and suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to. And as always, have a wonderful day.